Disney raising its dividend by 33% to $1 a share. This after the company reported strong earnings last month, boosted by its streaming profit. You can see those shares down about 0.5% in the trade today. The dividend will be paid to shareholders in two 50-cent installments in January and July of next year. This is a fascinating decision. I want to point to CEO Bob Iger's statement from this morning saying, with the company operating from a renewed position of strength, we are pleased to increase the dividend for shareholders while continuing to invest. They're bullish on that strength story, which is interesting given that they just had to suspend their dividend back in 2020 in advance of concerns about park sales going down during the pandemic. Now all of a sudden streaming's up, it's a party over at Disney.
Yeah, you raise your dividend, it just sends a little bit of a sign of confidence, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, we're feeling pretty good about this story. They're also investing in things, right? We know that new cruise ship that was just here in New York riding around, right? They're investing in the company as well and putting back in that. And also I think, Maddie, when you raise a dividend, you're trying to keep investors in for the long run to some extent, right? That's the point of a dividend, would be rewarding long-term shareholders on a consistent basis. And what stuck out to me, I was reading a note from Jefferies. They just started coverage on Disney, initiating at a hold. And one thing that sticks out to me is they like the D2C opportunity on the streaming side, but they're pointing out that they don't think margins move from 1% to 10% until 2027. Essentially saying they like the story, but it might take a little while to get there. And when you think about a dividend, it's something that you want investors to stay with you for the ride. So maybe the rest of this Disney ride back up, we're looking at that chart, it's certainly come way back up, but maybe the rest of that ride is going to take a little bit longer.
And maybe that's why when you take a look at analyst recommendations, we got about 70% of the street with a buy rating, 30% with a hold, and just one lonely sell here. So perhaps that group of cohorts in the hold space, just waiting to see a little bit more of a long-term growth story and hear more from Disney on that moving forward.